What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for stopping by. So as the subject line suggests, we are talking about Nitecore's MT2A Pro. A big thank you to flashlightgo.com. They did reach out to me shortly after they saw my Surefire EDC turbo lights, and they asked if I was willing to check out this unit. So they sent it to me for free. I am not part of their affiliate program. I don't get any kickbacks from any sales, anything like that. And one of the things that I did talk to Bruce with over there is I did tell him, hey, listen, man, I'm willing to check them out because I've read on the comments of my Surefire turbo lights, a lot of people are saying that Nitecore is where it's at. I do have a little bit of experience with Nitecore back when they first started many, many years ago, and I wasn't very happy with them. So I just want to be on the same page here where if I like it, I'm going to talk about it. If I don't like it, I'm also going to talk about it. And I'm going to be as brutally honest as I can be. And they said, yeah, go for it. Because there was another company that didn't want me to be honest. So, again, not part of their affiliate programs. But if you do want to support them, I'll link their site down below if you do want to purchase this light. Right? So now real quick, before we actually get into the stats and everything of this, I just want to tell you what I look for in a light. Because at the end of this, I'm going to tell you whether or not I like this or whether or not I don't. What I'm looking for in a light is something that it's a workhorse. It's going to have a lot of light output, candela, lumens, something that I can change out the batteries within 15 seconds if I need to, and something that is going to provide the maximum amount of light and candela possible without it dimming down because the unit itself is getting too hot. Alright, so now I'm going to get behind the camera. I'm going to show you the light output, stuff like that, but real quick, the third white building that you can see behind me, that's about 150 meters away, and then the units all the way in the back, those are about 250 meters away. Before we get into it a little bit more, just to show you real quick, it's a click tail cap, okay? So there's your high mode. If I do a little half click, it's going to cycle through to the next mode. So there's your low mode, your medium mode, and then your high mode. Now this does come with a rechargeable battery that is USB-C, so you can connect the USB-C directly to the battery itself. And it's actually a different type of battery that I've never honestly heard of. NL1416R. That's the battery. So it's not an 18650, it's not an 18350. It does come with this battery. And then if you don't want to use this one, you can also use two AA batteries. But you are going to get less output with those. And you're only going to get a low and a medium. Versus if you use it with a provided battery, you're going to get a low, medium, and high. Alright, so let's get to showing you the light output. So this is your low setting right here. That's going to be 50 lumens, 846 candela. And apparently it has a 58 meter throw and a run time of 20 hours with the provided light. So it doesn't really light up the homes that are being built over here, not all that well. I'd say about 15, 20 yards in, it's about as much use as I get from it. But nice wide beam pattern, you'll see here in the mid setting. So we'll click it, half click. So now that's your mid setting, 300 lumens, 5,500 candela, 148 meter throw with a runtime of 2 hours and 45 minutes. So a good amount of flood right in front of me and all along. But also it kind of lights up those buildings, not a whole lot, but it does. And it doesn't light up the homes all the way in the back. And then another half click, and now we've got your 1,000 lumens, 16,500 candela, 255 meter throw, and a runtime of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, that throw, I got that throw stats off of Nitecore's site. On their site, it does say that, you know, that's in perfect settings, so everything is pitch black basically. You're like in Joshua Tree where it's super, super dark, and you don't have really any ambient light like we do here. So, yeah, that's that. And yeah, those guys over there, they definitely have to be getting upset that I keep coming back here and flashing them. Although this one isn't as bright as a Surefire Turbos, so that's okay. But yeah, alright, so now let me show you what it looks like with two AA batteries. Here is using it with two AA batteries, and I believe this is going to be the low setting. Let's see. Yeah, that was a low setting. So, low setting of 60 lumens, 1,170 candela, 11 hours of runtime, and then another half click here. We get the brighter stuff. The mid setting of 500 lumens, 8,890 candela, 2 hours of runtime. And that's it. That's all you get, is just the low and the mid. Another half click takes you back down to the 60 lumens, half click to the 500 lumens. Alright. Oh, and if I didn't already mention it, this does come with their UHI 20 LED, which is, I guess, their newest technology that they have. So this flashlight, it's about $44, $45. Again, if you're interested in purchasing it, go use the link in the description below. Appreciate it if you would show some support to the guys who made this video possible. Again, that's flashlightgo.com. Link in the description below. I am not part of their affiliate program. I don't get any kickbacks. I haven't gotten paid any money to say any of this. So now my final thoughts on this. Well, it's about the size of a Sharpie. It's less than $50. And at the highest setting, I did sit in my closet for about 45 minutes just to see if there would be any significant reduced output in the light, right? So say we are in the high mode right here, and some flashlights, all of a sudden the unit gets too hot, and so then it just drops down to the lowest setting or to the next highest setting possible. And I hate that in flashlights. I really do. But in this one, I haven't had that happen. Again, I was sitting in my closet for about 45 minutes with the high mode, and yes, it did start getting dim. That's naturally going to happen because you're using the battery. It wasn't a significant drop in output or candela. It was a steady decrease in the output, I would say. But for about 45 minutes, after 45 minutes, I was like, hey, you know what? I need to get going. Like, I had something else come up, so I stopped testing it. Definitely something that I would recommend to someone who's just looking for literally an EDC light. They're not worried about an SHTF type of situation. They're not worried about a natural disaster happening, anything like that. This is a great light. Honestly, I'm actually impressed with this. Now, Nitecore did send me their EDC 33, and yeah, I wasn't very impressed with that one. But for this one, I genuinely am impressed. Now, I personally am not going to be carrying this. I'm going to continue to carry mine, but if someone asks me, hey, you know what, I don't want to spend over $100 on a light, and I don't need it to be super bright, anything like that, yeah, this is a really good light. So my hat's off to Nitecore for this. And again, thank you to flashlightgo.com for sending this out to me for review. Appreciate it. If you guys found that useful, please do consider subscribing because it does help out the channel more than you know. Alright, see you on the next one.